Hey guys, welcome to Spectral Tarot. Today we are doing your pick a card for the month of July 2021. So I'm doing something a little bit different today. I decided to kind of flip a card in the deck to see what kind of energy we were working with, and it was the Temperance card. So I decided to pick out the Temperance card in 3 different decks that I have. So the first one here, group number 1, is the Wayhome Tarot. So that one is this guy. The second one, this group number 2, is the Antique Anatomy Tarot. And then group number 3, which is this last one here, is my Wild Unknown Tarot. So before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that I am doing personal readings. So I put my email down below if you want to book or if you have any questions. I'm doing pre-recorded email readings and then also live video readings at the moment. Yeah, so let's get into it. There's a lot going on. So we'll start with group number 1, and I will be doing live shuffling today. So let's see what's up. Okay, so group number 1, what is coming up for you for July 2021? So right away, I'm just going to describe this card before I get into the tarot, and then I'm also going to clarify with some oracle cards as well. So this Temperance card is really interesting to me. This was the first one that I pulled that inspired me to pull some others to see what the imagery was for the Temperance card. So the Temperance really represents kind of like spiritual help. This can be spirit guides, ancestors, angels, whatever resonates with you, the universe, ourselves. Sometimes we don't know. But with this peacock, I pulled these a few days ago, and I kind of set the reading aside for a bit, and I started watching that show Manifest, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta look up like the symbolism of the peacock for this reading. And then in that show, literally that night, the episode I was watching, one of the characters comes across a peacock, and they're like, okay, let's go through the entire like symbology of the peacock. So it's a very protective animal, and you can see here in the card the peacock has its wings surrounding this. It looks like a vat or a bowl, and it's got those flames on the outside, and it's got the amethyst crystals. Immediately when I saw this vat, it reminded me of the Scooby-Doo movie, the one with the real people, and it's like the vat that all the protoplasms are sitting in. And there's something here about, what was the Harry Potter thing? Oh yeah, the pensieve or the pensieve, whatever it's called. That like memory dish that Dumbledore has in his office that him and Harry go exploring in. That is also represented here. So I feel like there's a lot going on for you, group number 1. With the Scooby-Doo movie, this is like a dish of souls, and I feel like there's something going on. You are in this pot with, I'm hearing like a few other souls, but spirit's kind of like around you, protecting you. If you feel like you are in this energy on your own, really understand that you have, like, I see people, and by people I mean spirits, like standing around you in a line, almost like holding hands. I think that sounds really corny, but they're protecting you right now, from other people's energies, from some of the low vibrational collective energies that we have. Yeah, there's like a lot of fear-based stuff going on right now, but I feel like you guys are in this dish like going through something. So we'll get into that with the tarot cards, and with the Harry Potter pensive. It's like this memory dream walking energy. I feel like, I don't know if you've been lucid dreaming or if you've been having more nightmares, waking up kind of like super sweaty, almost like trembling, like a nightmare when you would have when you were a kid. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. For group number 1, this theme of your biggest dream also being your biggest nightmare is coming up. So we'll get into that probably in the tarot cards a little more. But yeah, there's something there with the dream. There's like a dream coming to reality. It's almost like you're coming out of this, I'm hearing portal. I'm just going to pull some cards because this is getting way too complicated in my head. As it usually does. Okay, so let's pull some tarot. So this deck, I only use upright because that's the way the author intended it. I can't even say I always do, but for today's reading, I am. So we're going to pull 3 cards. Spirit, what's going on for group number 1, July 2021? Got more than 3. Okay. Just want to make sure you can see these. So we have the 6 of Swords. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Fool, which I think came up in group number 2 last month. We have the 8 of Wands. Okay. And we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so group number 1, you can see there's a lot of energy coming up. I'm just going to move these like this. It makes sense though. Just want to make sure they're all in the frame. I filmed a personal reading the other day and all the cards were not in the frame. And I had to refilm it. Okay. So, group number 1. Actually, I lied. I'm going to pull your oracle cards. There's travel happening for you in July with this 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Someone's trying to dim your light. Spirit's protecting you from somebody right now. I'm hearing somebody specific. This might be, I'm hearing like an authority figure, whether it is an actual authority figure or somebody thinks they have authority over you. This person has been trying, I'm hearing like trapped. You feel trapped. I don't know if they've been trying to trap you, but you definitely feel trapped. And you feel this like pollution. I'm seeing, you know what I'm seeing? It's like a bubble. Okay, yeah, it's like those memes online on Instagram I'm seeing right now, those like hot boxing bubbles where you walk in and someone like I mean, it's weed, it's pot, blowing in there and someone's like dancing inside. That's what it looks like, but it's poisonous gas. There's something, I'm hearing like gas chamber. It's so, yeah. Somebody is really, and it's not you, like someone's on the outside of your bubble putting this energy in. So whether this is an energetic cord that you have to cut with someone, because this connection is going 2 ways. This person still has access to you. Even if you did this yourself, the 8 of Swords, to like block yourself off from that energy to really protect yourself, they're still getting at you. You're still exhausted because you have to put up all these barriers. And I'm not even hearing boundaries. It's almost like this is so many different ways. You're cutting off the way you help them, just energetic wise. What you say, it's like shorter sentences. I'm seeing like 2 or 3 words and then a period. And it's just like, what? With the Fool energy too, there's something, you're trying to start anew, but someone is still, it's like pulling. I'm feeling pulled back, holding you back. There's something happening in July that is going to free this smoke. This is an imagery that has come up, I think, 2 or 3 times in some of the personals lately. And it's the, again with the Harry Potter references, but it's the 7th Harry Potter where Hogwarts is being attacked, and they do that spell where they all like stand and they all, I don't know, cast this huge spell around the castle, and it creates this giant light bubble, and it's protecting the castle. And I see this like happening because, and then Voldemort, he like uses that curse, and it just kind of like, he hits it and it starts just like, I don't even know the word. Why can't I can do the motion, but I can't think of the word. Disintegrating. Disintegrating into nothing. But I feel like you are doing that from the inside. And I see that with this 8 of Wands. I know I said I was going to pull the Oracle cards, but fuck it. But yeah, this 8 of Wands. See, like all those wands coming out? That's exactly what it looks like. It's, ooh. Oh, I'm going to have to watch Harry Potter tonight. But yeah, there's something happening here. But I see how there's two, I gotta put this deck down. See how there's 2 ways this is happening? It's like, this is you coming out. And I know there's 8, but I feel like for most of you, it's very a solo journey. You've put yourself in this bubble, and you're coming at it from the inside, but somebody else is coming at it from the outside, and I feel like it's spirit. Like, and this is why I chose the Temperance card, because I really feel like in every reading I do for myself or other people, spirit has their hands in the pot. They're literally getting their hands so dirty right now for us. And I see that with the 6 of Swords too, like these flowers blooming out of all of this sword energy, which is like, it's air energy, so it's very mental, it's very logical, it's very thought-based, but the sword energy can also be very cutting. It can be very destructive, as we see coming up to the 9 of Swords, that polluting energy. Once you get too many swords in the mix, there's not enough space to breathe. But there's something clearing here in July, and with the 6 of Swords being on top of that 8 of Wands, it's when this happens, when you decide that you no longer want to be kept in this trap. You know what I'm seeing? Also, Halloween Town 2? Is it 2? Yeah, it's 2. When she goes back to Halloween Town and there's like a curse put on the town. And it's the gray spell. So everything in Halloween Town, which used to be all cheery and fun and magical, is all turning into the human world. It's all, or what I guess Halloween people see the human world as, which is very dull and boring, which I see in this 8 of Swords card. Like, it's very, ugh. And in that movie, the spell is Trappa, and backwards, it's apart. So I feel like you're coming apart from someone, something, a belief. For some of you, this is a boss and a job. I keep on hearing the words dictator. So I don't know who that is. Again, with the authority, like there's something going on there. And for some of you guys, like some of these swords you have placed, some other people have placed, there's a lot going on, group number 1, but something is breaking. I'm hearing the levee is breaking, which has come up before in these collective readings, but it's happening in July. It's almost like I see with this Temperance card, spirit, that peacock, like taking their wings away and taking that beak and literally flipping that bowl over. It's almost like when the flames kind of dim, they're like, okay, it's time to go. I'm also seeing the Goblet of Fire. There must be a Harry Potter fan in group number 1, because this is like a lot of Harry Potter. But yeah, the Goblet of Fire, you know, when like Harry Potter's name shoots out and he has no choice. He must participate in the Triwizard Tournament. But it's almost like when Spirit tips this over for you, it's you coming into mission. It's you coming out of this trapped energy, out of this spell, out of the gray spell, whether self-induced, whether it was somebody else or maybe both of you guys. Maybe this was co-created with somebody else or a group of people, to be able to shake you out of that energy and out of that karmic pattern. With the Fool, there's this journey that you're going on here. And again, right under the Temperance card, when that bowl, that protoplasm Scooby-Doo bowl flips, like, and all that liquid comes out. And again, we've been seeing a lot of like water element energy coming up, just like in Cancer season with the Timberwolf Falls, like all of that energy, the Noah's Ark. It's like that cleaning, that cleansing energy coming through. And I feel like that's when this Fool energy is coming in. The ticker is starting back at 0. And with this 9 of Swords energy, I'm going to get a clarifier on that with the Oracle. Like what's going on with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Woo! That was too many cards. Spirit, please clarify the 9 of Swords. Whew. I'm getting like really hot. Somebody's heated. Somebody is like heated. I'm hearing hot seat. Again, with the nightmares, 9 of Swords represents disturbed dreams, not being able to sleep. I'm seeing someone like pace, the desert. I'm seeing someone like pace around their house, maybe at night, but it's like you don't know what to do, but there's not enough space. Again, with the 9 of Swords, there's a lot going on in your personal space, whether this is your actual home or whether this is your energetic space, like your auric field. I see the desert card as like reaching out for help, whether this is to Spirit, whether this is to somebody who can help you get out of this situation. Guys, for some of you, this feels very toxic. With this 9 of Swords, there's somebody very toxic around you. I see you taking your hand out of this quicksand and asking for help, and someone literally just like leaves you hanging. And it's becoming very clear in July that this person isn't supposed to be around you anymore. It's very specific. If this isn't for you, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But there's somebody else coming in who's taking your hand and helping you out. That 8 of Wands, as soon as you reached your hand out of that quicksand, that was you saying, I am destroying this bubble. I do not want to be in anymore. I do not want to be trapped anymore. And Spirit's coming down and saying, okay, we hear you. We're helping you. So whether it's them helping you directly through your own energy or sending someone else to help you, I'm hearing for some of you, this is like a very close friend or family member who all you got to say is the code word. And they're like, I got you. Like, you got a place to stay, like, we'll help you financially, everything. And I see that with this moon, like there's, I don't know why I heard the word catalyst with this moon. That word's been coming up a lot, but I see you reaching for it. Maybe this is in the lunar cycle this month. That's like by the last moon in this month, you'll know. I see you taking that, like, now I can't breathe, that first breath coming out of this energy. Oof. That's a lot, guys. reach out. Definitely reach out. Ask for help, whether it's spirit to that somebody around you. They're here to help. Okay, what's going on with the Fool card here? Spirit, what are you helping group number 1 get to? What is in this valley? Because there's rainbows. I know it looks foggy, so you can't really tell where you're going, which is really, like, the unknown right now is very scary. Mother. Wow. Okay. Some of you guys, once you come out of this energy, if you are wanting to have kids, you're coming into a time where this is going to happen, especially with the Fool card coming up. With the Mother, this is a very fertile energy, whether it's to birth an actual child, whether it's to birth a creative idea, a business. But the Mother energy coming in, again, very, very protective, very temperance energy. The snake around is very, it's a different kind of protection. I feel like group number 1, you're finally coming into like your body, your mission. You're coming out of the nest, I'm hearing, but you still have that protection. With this Mother energy, I feel like this is very spiritual. I'm seeing this with the Temperance card and again with the freaking Harry Potter references. But I'm like, that was a very big theme in Harry Potter, was the protection of like Lily Potter's love. And then eventually Harry's, like, your prayers and protection and your ancestors' prayers and protection still, like, it all lingers. What you pray for right now will help your ancestors down the road. Like, it's all interconnected. Time isn't linear. It's very cyclical, like this snake. And I know we're getting into deep stuff here, but I feel like Spirit's literally, like, with the Mother card, that's the first card in that deck, the Fool, the first card in the Major Arcana. You have this new beginning coming, and it's coming out of this very polluted energy. So it's going to feel very shocking to the system, almost like being born. And I went through this in another collective reading, and I honestly can't tell you if I posted it or not, because it's just been that kind of month. But the path is through pain, just like being born. The mother goes through a lot of pain. The child goes through a lot of pain. The soul, being born into the physical world, is one of the most painful experiences for the soul. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but being born here is a lot harder than dying. Like, exiting the physical plane is a lot easier than entering the physical plane, let me tell you. And that's why a lot of our souls have actual birth trauma from coming in from the spiritual world, especially when we talk about energetic cords here with this Six of Swords. I feel like you are going to be cutting 6 major energetic cords. I will attach a link down below to a YouTube video that you can watch, or you can just Google energetic cord cutting and see what resonates with you. But as you cut these cords, you're going to feel so much lighter, and it's all connected. Like, these cords, it's very, I'm doing this with my hands. It's like literally it's been blocking you. Group number 1, July is a huge month for you. I'm hearing turning point. So again, reach out to people who you trust. And even if that's only Spirit, reach out to them, because they will help you. They will bring you people who will help you. But there's a huge transition happening. I feel like there was something else, but now it's just slipped my mind. So maybe I wasn't supposed to say it. But yeah, there's something here. See how in the Fool card you have these 3, I think in like the last reading with this, it was like 3 weeds that you had to get rid of. But now I'm seeing them as 3 like pruned plants. It's almost like what grew out of the swords. Some of them were weeds and you just like cut them off, or even if they were flowers, if there was any harvest from what you just experienced, you cut them off to either dry them out or put them in a vase, and now you have these little sprouts, and Spirit's like, okay, it's time to go now, especially with that mother energy being born. But yeah, cutting those energetic cords, and again, coming back to that mother energy coming through the birth canal and being born into this physical world. The first energetic cord that we cut is our umbilical cord to our mom. And that can be just traumatic on an energetic level. So that's probably what I was going to go back and say. Definitely, yeah, that was it. Spirit's like snapping at me. But yeah, so group number 1, I feel like there is like a mix of energies here. I'm seeing when Spirit shows me like a parabolograph, I know it's freaking weird. It's extreme. So I see like you feeling the highest high and the lowest low. So yeah, I'm seeing like the water energy and also the air energy. So that's where I'm seeing you go up into literally like the highest part of your spiritual energy, and then going deep into like the deepest part of this ocean of emotion that you've been swimming around in, that Spirit's been protecting you when you have been. And even though Spirit's been protecting you from stuff from the outside, that doesn't mean you haven't been, swimming in this bowl with other souls, again, that haven't not been very conducive to your growth and your highest good. Because I'm seeing the next set of flowers that are growing from those swords after you cut those energetic cords. It's like a completely different garden. It's not a desert anymore. It's not barren lands. I'm seeing like Mad Max sand dunes everywhere, especially with this 9 of Swords energy with that like orange color in the background. It's very apocalyptic, or like Maze Runner, like that's just that energy of like I'm feeling like I'm literally, when I just shut my teeth, I could feel sand grits in my mouth. So there's definitely like you just like cleanse that energy. It's so much easier said than done, but Spirit's helping you with this. They're getting the ball rolling by helping you kind of tip this bowl over and help you kind of remove these swords and help you get out and help get, I know I just said help like 50 times, but get that light shining again. So you have that energy to go after what you want. And I feel like once you do with this 8 of Wands, it's going to be very quick. And I'm seeing August and September for group number 1 as being like I'm seeing a mini tramp, when you like a vault jumper. That's weird. Oh, maybe because of the Olympics. I don't know. But there's like a vault jumper and there's the mini trampoline that they kind of jump on to get on the vault. And I see you guys kind of like taking this, like the start of the run and jumping on that. And that's what August and September look like. So we will check back then. I hope until then that you guys do have a good month. Remember, just take your time, ask for help. Yeah, and reach out if you need me. I'm here. All right, so take care, group number 1. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group number 2. Okay, so you guys picked the Antique Anatomy Tarot. So this card here, this Temperance card is very interesting to me. The Temperance card talks about spiritual intervention. A lot of the times it's about alchemizing. The traditional tarot has an angel with 2 cups, and they're kind of just pouring it into one another, creating a completely new substance. I don't know why. As soon as I started this number 2, I cannot talk. Somebody's having, I think, like, issues getting something out. What is this? I don't know. Okay, I'll just continue. And with this card, yeah, group number 2, the downloads I got for you guys was very specific. There's pressure points in your hands that you need to be working with. So maybe go Google some, and it's right here. This one right here, like in the corner of your hand. And I'm pretty sure that's what helps with like your shoulder area. but I feel like trapped energy between your throat and your heart energy centers. So there's like a lot of energy in your lungs. I don't, group number 2, if you're a smoker, something's going on. So we'll get into that. We also have what you're reaching for is within. These 2 hands are going towards the brain and the 2 halves of the brain, the 2 hemispheres. So it feels like a tug and pull kind of month for you guys. I feel like you're going against your head and your heart, or like your logic against your creativity. There's something going on here. Angel and devil on your shoulder that you're trying to make a decision about, but you feel like you're literally going around in circles. But with these 2 hands, I'm seeing 2 spirits around you, whatever resonates for you, whether it's angels, ancestors, just universe. But there's 2 energies around you specifically that are helping you kind of navigate this choice and this energy, because I'm seeing that Venn diagram again, but then it's coming together into one picture, one circle. So there's something going on there. All right, so let's get some cards. So I'm pulling on camera today, so the readings might be a little bit longer than usual. Yeah, so let's see what's going on. I read this deck upright only. So Spirit, let's get some information for group number 2 for July 2021. What do they need to know? What are the most important messages coming up for them? The 9 of Coins. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Woo! The 9 of Wands. Just want to get 3 more cards. And then we'll do a few oracle cards as well. Spirit, please let me know. July 2021 for group number 2. Oh, there they are. Okay. So we have the 3 of Swords. Okay. You're worried about causing pain with this decision, whether it's for you or somebody else. We have the 5 of Coins, yeah, being left out in the cold. And then we also have the Knight of Coins. Okay, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards right away just to get some more information. I'm hearing like decisions. So something's really plaguing you guys this month. Group number 2. The 3 of Swords. I feel like you're trimming back your garden and you're like really worried about cutting some people out. This feels very much like group number 1 too. There's a lot going on right now. But Spirit's helping you with it. Remember that. With the Pentacles, there's a lot of earth energy in here. I feel like there's a lot going on in your body. Group number 2, if you've been having physical health issues, I feel like I'm hearing resolution. There's something going on in July that's like, it's wrapping up this cycle of physical ailments I'm hearing. And again, like my hand is rubbing my chest, and with that energy being stuck between your throat and your heart, again, you might have been having lung issues. That's why I might have picked up on smoker. But like even me, I'm resonating with this message. Like I've been getting a lot of energy stuck, I guess here, like now it makes sense. But like my shoulder muscles have been hurting a lot. I've had this kind of like petechia red rash show up on my my chest and my arms. Like there's something going on. You can visibly see the physical symptoms of trapped energy. Like it's something is up. But I feel like it's resolving this month. With this 9 of Wands, I feel like you've been blocking whatever this is that you've been having to get off your chest, and that's why there's been a buildup of energy. Whether you've shut your heart chakra off first, and then I feel like it came up to your throat. It's almost like you felt the feeling first, and then it came up to your throat because you can't say it. You can't speak it into the 3D world, because if you do, then it becomes reality. There's something that I'm seeing 2 heels. This is how they're showing it to me. And with these 2 hands, it makes sense. Spirit's literally got their hands on your back like this, pushing you forward. And you have your heels dug in the ground. Because either it feels with this 3 of swords here, with this blade, it's like shears. And it's cutting back that. I'm hearing the song. I don't even know who sings it. I think it's from that Nashville show. It says, I think it's called Black Roses. You can look it up. Now you only bring me black roses, and they crumble in the dust whenever they're held. Now you only bring me black roses. I'm under your spell, I think that's what it says. But there's something there about black roses. Maybe listen to that song if that resonated. But there's something there that you're pruning back because you saw this come up in your garden and you were like, what the heck? Like, I'm trying not to swear, guys. So bear with me. But yeah, and it's kind of, this is what threw you for a spin. I feel like something happened in May and June and you're just like, I'm seeing the 2 hands on like your temples and you're just kind of like, what the heck just happened? But you see how this is trying to like grow out. We have this 9 of, sorry, I don't know why I can't speak in this part of the reading. The 9 of Wands, but they're all kind of protected, weaved into this pattern. But it's these flowers, these beautiful yellow flowers that represent, to me, yellow is like your soul energy, your solar plexus. So your confidence, your self-esteem, what light you want to bring to the world. But it's trying to like grow out. It's overgrowing here. So it's time to take that fence down. So I see you doing a lot of work, whether you have or are right now, on your current surroundings, whether it's people, workplace, literally cleaning up your house. I see some of you cleaning your windows. But it's like once this is done and you have to make the move, this is where you're like, oh, like, I don't want to do this. The Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles is one of the most loyal knights in the tarot, but one of the most slow. I heard the word lent in French, so I don't know if there's some French people watching group number 2. Or maybe you have a French ancestor, because usually French doesn't come through. But there's something here. And see how this knight, this skeleton, is kind of like looking back here at the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. So the 5 of Pentacles is being left out in the cold. This is where you get your health issues. In a lot of decks, this is looking like, my favorite depiction is like a picture of rotting fruit. It's like your harvest turned bad. But with this card, I'm seeing this top view from, I just gotta look at this a little closer. This looks like a map. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. This brain really looks like a map. You know when you go on like that Google, I don't know what they call it. and you can see from the top view, the aerial view, you can see your house and stuff. That's what it looks like. It's like back in my geography days. But from the top of the sky, I feel like Spirit's like right above you guys. Whereas group number one, they're like kind of like standing all around. I feel like you guys, they're like on top of you, making sure that you are okay. If you see lights above you at night, that's your spirit guides, 100%. And again, it might be too like, I'm seeing like, I don't know what, like, what are you trying to say? The circles. They're going in circles above you to try and get your attention. So if you see that light kind of like go like that out of the corner of your eye, that's definitely your guides. That's specific for someone. But this Five of Pentacles energy, you are worried, whoever this Knight of Pentacles represents, whether it's you or somebody else, they're worried about being left out in the cold, leaving someone else out in the cold, hurting somebody else, because it's like this energy has flip-flopped. If this is happening to you, it's because you have done this to someone in the past, and you don't want to be hurt like you hurt somebody else. Or maybe you've done that to someone in the past and now you don't want to be hurt. I don't know if that's the way I just said it, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Like there's something going on here where the roles were reversed. And again, I'm seeing those two halves of the brain. Let's get some more clarifying. I need some water. Group number 2. Getting crazy. The nectar. Interesting. I'm going to pull one more card because there's... What else is going on here with this spirit? The womb. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the womb has been coming up a lot. I can't, yeah, definitely. This is literally, how do I say this? For some of you guys, this decision is literally whether to have kids or not. With these health issues, I don't know, they keep coming back to this. When I see the nectar card, I hear ambrosia. And then I heard what you are reaching for is within again. So there's something that you are bringing that is healing to you. It's like your remedy. It's coming out of you. When I see the womb coming up too, this is like a lot of sexual energy coming in July for you guys. And Spirit kind of wants you to take your guard down about it. You don't want to get hurt again. With this 9 of coins, maybe you've been single for a while. If you haven't been, you're a very independent person. You don't like to ask for help. A lot of this sounds very similar to group number 1. Again, like the last month, it was like a trilogy, and each group amped up. So yeah, maybe watch number 1. It might resonate with you. But yeah, there's something going on here where I'm hearing like you already feel alone. Even if you are in a partnership, but you're worried about being left out in the cold. again, this might resonate with somebody else. I'm getting like those two energies coming in again. This might be about two people and you guys are mirroring back to each other. And then for some of you, that like those two spirit guides helping you. With this nectar card, I'm also seeing this flower that's like inverted in color. So again, there has been something that's been inverted in this specific connection or in your life. I'm also hearing vice versa. And with this hand coming in on the left side, on the dark side, I feel like you guys are coming out of a time where you have done a lot of shadow work. Maybe that's why you're so protective. And you're like, I don't want to open myself up or that side of myself up to people, because I know what I've experienced or what I've seen. But you're coming into this energy of light. It's almost like seeing this card, you come out of this dark energy, coming into the light energy, but you transform that dark energy into these little kind of like protection tools that surround you so you can be in this white light but still be protected and use whatever you learned in that darkness, in that shadow work, as a tool to help protect you but also to help explore, because with this light side it can expand. I really like this card. And then on this side it's vice versa. It's almost like you've been seeing all the light on the outside. You're like, why don't I have that? But Spirit's like, you're transitioning into that energy. And see the similarity between like this coming off and this in the center? This energy where there's like that gold pearl. There's so much symbolism in the womb. I could literally take a whole hour and a half reading on just that card by itself, which I still might. So look out for that reading. But there's still that energy of looking backwards. And in July, I feel like you're switching and moving and looking forwards and slowly taking each one of these hooks out of your protective barrier. It's like you're trimming back the weeds. You're letting the flowers that you actually want to grow. And then even in this 9 of Coins energy, I feel like you've been propagating. You have all these new plants that are ready to plant in your garden. You know what you want. But again, there's still this energy of you looking back. I'm going to pull one more tarot for this Knight of Coins. What can group number 2 look forward to? Two of Cups. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Ugh. Yeah, okay, so group number 2. When you make room, when you let go of all this worrying about, I'm hearing some of you guys are just worrying about somebody else, making sure they're comfortable, making sure they're doing this, making sure they're doing that. And Spirit's like, nah, cut it out with the shears. Like, stop. And this 2 of Cups comes in, this fated union. For some of you guys, this is like the partner you've been waiting for, this womb energy. This is like, yeah. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. Like who you've been waiting for to create this energy with, to put, it's almost like this, if this is a person, for some of you guys, this is an opportunity. But for a lot of you guys, this is a person coming in. And it's like they're coming in with all their propagated plants and you have all yours and you're like, sweet, let's make a garden. And they've been working hard on cutting out all their weeds too. but they also have a fear of just this Five of like Pentacles, like being left out or being rejected. um for some of you, this is somebody that is coming back around. You've been circling each other for a while. I'm seeing two fish circle each other. It's almost like you've been eyeing each other up. Maybe you talked for a while. And I'm seeing with this hand, like you got close, but then you backed off. But this energy is coming back around because you have finally done the work to make room for it. And that person mirrored that back to you. And as you take these rods down, I feel like that blockage in your heart and your throat area really opens up energetically. This extreme fatigue that you might be feeling, some of you, is going to go away. And you're like, finally. Again, sleep issues. But yeah, something was really just holding you back. But July is the month where I'm seeing like a slingshot forward. But you've gone through this because you have truly earned that Nine of Coins, that independent energy that you come into the Ten of Coins with, where you meet that other part, that missing piece. And that's that Knight of Coins that's coming in. Coming into the picture, whether this is you coming into somebody else's picture or someone's coming into your picture. And I'm seeing that with this like circle with the skeleton. It reminds me of like an old portrait. If this is, romantic, I feel like you guys have been looking at each other's pictures. Number 2, this has been a ride of a reading. There's so much going on. With these blue flowers too, it's like forget-me-nots. I don't know if this was the person that literally left you out in the cold before, created this heartbreak for you. Maybe some of these weeds in your garden were your own resentment towards this person, or dating in general, connection in general, intimacy, even with family members and friends. Like, I feel like you built this wall up for everyone. Like, no one can get past that wall, maybe except for a pet. Like, it's very, and spirit, they've gotten their hands in here now. But yeah, I just keep on looking back at that, and it's coming back around. But this time the energy is completely different. Again, that picture is inverted. And the hand actually, it comes and reaches through. And I see like the head and the heart rebalancing out. Like, that's what the temperance energy does. The original temperance with that angel with the 2 cups, they're alchemizing something. For the third group, they have the card that's like the water and the fire energy. And when you alchemize those 2, you create a completely new substance, which is like steam. So there's, something going on. I'm seeing that. The spirit has their hands in the mix. They're bringing this Knight of Cups energy in right at the opportune moment. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. But this Knight of Pentacles energy has been like a long time coming. But once this, I'm hearing reunion/union happens, And again, for some of you, this is like your partner. For some of you, this is union within yourself, like your masculine, feminine, and inner child. And I'm seeing that with the womb, those 3 points, masculine, feminine, inner child, all coming into union with each other to be able to meet with spirit, meet with your partner, meet with whatever this energy is to co-create what you want. All of these propagated plants that you have with this 9 of Pentacles. I see you having like this whole propagation station and you have all these different plants and they're all ready to be planted. And in July, this is the transition you're making so that you can plant them. That's so freaking cool. Okay. Group number 2, I think that's all I'm seeing with these cards. I'm sorry, it was all over the place. Again, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me know if it did. I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, take care. I hope you have a good July, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hi, group number 3. Okay, so welcome to your July 2021 reading. We'll start with the Temperance card, and then we'll get into some tarot cards and also some oracle cards as well. Okay, so both of those groups had a lot going on. There's a lot going on in July. Very transitional month in the 3D. We're finally seeing some of these steps happen actually in our physical world. Okay, so for group number 3, with this card here, you guys picked the Wild Unknown Tarot. So the Temperance card represents divine intervention. It's all about spirit really coming in, and in the traditional tarot it's an angel with 2 cups and it's alchemizing 2 different energies. In this card we have the heron or the crane, and it's crying tears onto this fire, and that is alchemizing, creating a new substance. That's steam, and I feel like this steam is really pushing you guys forward in July. Very similar message for all 3 groups. So I feel like there is something kind of like across the board collectively happening in July. Group number 3, with this card, I feel like you guys, I'm hearing grieving, are either grieving a loss or a part of yourself that you've had to let go of very recently. With this, the heron, this symbolism has been coming up everywhere. I was driving home maybe like 2 weeks ago, and a blue heron literally soared in front of my car, probably like less than a meter in front of me. And I screamed and panicked and pumped on the brakes. And this thing, it didn't even move its wings. It was just like, just gliding through the air, literally maybe 2 or 3 feet above the ground, like on par with the car. It was freaking weird, and it had no worries in the world, and it was huge. I did not realize how big those things are because I've never seen one up close. So I don't know what I was just about to say, so close, I guess, but yeah, it was strange. And then another reader that I follow on Patreon, I have a membership with her, she was talking about the crane and how she saw one, and she went into the symbolism of it. And you've probably heard me from the last collective readings. It's just, there's something being born right now in your life, and spirit has their hands in it. With this bird imagery, I don't know if you've had a lot of birds around you. The birds keep coming up in the readings. birds, freaking birds. But this heron specifically, I don't know if you have had a dream about it. Anyways, there's probably a reason why you picked this card, if you are drawn to herons. But yeah, it was spirit's really trying to get you with the signs and symbols right now. Group number 3, that was you guys. A specific, I wrote down signs and symbols for you more than any of the other 2 groups too. Like, you guys are picking up on them, and it's happening like right in front of your eyes. You'll ask for a sign and it'll happen later on in the day, and you're just like, what the heck? So yeah, let's pull some tarot. Let's see what's going on for July. Let's see what's being born into your world. So you guys picked the Wild Unknown Tarot. So I do pull these cards both ways. So we'll see what's going on. Ooh. Star of Pentacles. We'll do 6 tarot and then do 2 oracle. 5 of Wands. Oh my god, these cards are literally just flopping out one after another. Mother of Swords. The Death card. Yeah, I feel like group number 3 recently went through loss. And the Son of Swords. Okay. I'm going to get the oracle cards right away and see what's going on. Just want to make sure they're in the frame. Okay, Spirit, can we get some clarification for group number 3? What's this Death card about? Whoa. The Threshold. That was... Okay. Yeah. I'm just going to pull the other card and then we'll get into it. That was like a knock at the freaking door. That just shook my soul. The Threshold and the Vision. Wow. Look at these owls. Frick. Okay. Group number 3. Always. Group number 3 is always the funky group. Like, there's so much going on. Group number 2 had a lot going on in this reading, but group number 3, there's a lot going on in a lot of different levels for you. With the reason why I picked these Temperance cards, well, the Temperance card flipped out, but it's like Spirit literally has their hands in the pot. And this is what I'm saying in each reading. With this Vision card, you can literally see there's 2 owls. Owls represent spiritual wisdom. A lot of the times it can be ancestors, but we also have these two pairs of clasped hands around this vision. And I feel like that Spirit literally holding you, like giving you a foot, like a help up, you know, like put your foot in, we'll give you a boost. July is going to be a time where you get boosted to the next level. You get, when I see this Threshold card, it's like, usually what I'm seeing is this is pretty much like a cervix, and that's a baby coming out. You're breaking the threshold. The water is being broken. You're breaking the threshold on your pain, your spiritual pain, your emotional pain, your physical pain. Group number 3, I feel like some of you guys have been feeling almost like disoriented. This card, for me, sometimes represents Alzheimer's. And I don't diagnose or anything. I'm not saying you have Alzheimer's, but it's that energy. It's almost like you're coming in and out of your body so much. I talk a lot about us coming into our bodies for the first time in a long time. A lot of us have trauma where it's hard for us to stay in our physical bodies. It's hard for our souls to stay in the heavy energy that's on this physical plane. So we kind of like hover above. We go into the spirit or the astral world and come back in. And I feel like you've been doing that a lot. I'm just seeing this, like going back and forth. And I feel like it's very disorienting for you. But there's a reason why you've been doing it. Again, with the heron imagery, and we have that shepherd of the souls energy coming in again. That ferryman, that Percy Jackson guy who's on the boat, like shepherding souls into the afterlife, and you pay the ferryman. But when you go on that boat, or you're training to become a ferryman, I know this sounds crazy, but every time you go through there, your soul changes. Every time you leave parts of yourself behind, you gain new traits. you have become so familiar with this death energy, the death transition, whether it's from the physical to the spiritual, whether it's from one spiritual lesson to the next, one karmic cycle to the next. I'm seeing a snake shed its skin over and over and over again. I feel like you have become so powerful within that cycle, and not because you've tried to control it, but because you've finally let go. I'm literally seeing spirit like holding, again with these hands, they've got both of your feet, or I see them holding each side of this like fabric, and they're just saying, you say when. And they either like let you drop, I'm seeing like one of those Ellen show drops, or they give you that boost, like, and I'm seeing those two energies like going up and down like this, balancing out. So I feel like both are happening for you this month, group number 3. In July, you're going to be boosted up to a new level, but you're also going to be dropping into a new mission. It's like, or weight is going to be dropped off your shoulders too. Like, I see you dropping something off. And with this Mother of Swords energy, this Queen of Swords, and the Son of Swords, both on each side of the Death card, this is like a struggle. How do I say that? Yeah, it's kind of like group number 2, like that struggle between the angel and devil on your shoulder, or these two energies within you, the Mother of Swords and the Son of Swords. Like, you want to stay on top of your sword, use it as your perch, be very protective of who you let around you. The Mother of Swords energy can sometimes be solitary because you are so protective over yourself. And then you have the opposite, which is the Son of Swords, which is the fastest acting card in the tarot, which is just like, I want to go. I have this energy. I have this thought. I have this idea, and I want to put it into action right now. Let's bring it into the 3D world. And I see you struggling between those two energies. And maybe that's how you are energetically between these, different. I feel like I'm seeing you travel between worlds at night. Like, there's so much going on for you, group number 3, that is really spiritually inclined right now. With this vision, you have something that you want to bring into the physical world. And I'm seeing this like in the center of this card, you can see there's like that light deep, deep, deep in the center of the mountain. And that's like that spark of lava that's going to come up. And it's important. With the threshold, with that orange color too, I feel like this is a creative energy coming out of this. I'm hearing like you need to share. This has been coming up quite a bit. With that Daughter of Pentacles energy coming up at the top, I haven't gone into that energy yet. But it feels very meek. I'm hearing the word meek. I don't use that word, but I don't know. And I keep on doing this with my hand. So it's like, okay, hold up, hold up. There is a hold up. With the fire. What's going on with the fire energy, Spirit? I'm going to pull another tarot card, because I feel like whatever Spirit has been doing to kind of like douse this fire out, to balance out these energies, whatever happened in June, whatever fire literally, I don't know, it feels like it literally burnt you and singed all your feathers. There is you or someone else, it almost like it burnt you down to just your very core, like you didn't have much left. The Father of Swords and the Hanged Man. Okay, so we almost have like a whole damn family here. We have the Son of Swords, the Mother of Swords, the Father of Swords, but then we have the Daughter of Pentacles. So I also see this as a family unit. Okay, this message is specific. This might not resonate with everyone because this feels like a very specific family dynamic. I hate when Spirit does this on the collective readings, but I guess this is a message for someone and they need it. So your family dynamic, the Father of Swords, and that doesn't necessarily mean the father. It could just be the one that's in the more controlling energy. But it's hard because the Mother of Swords is also a controlling energy, but more sneaky about it, I guess. More covert. But with this Hanged Man energy, it's almost like somebody put you in a position where they made you lose your vision or choose something over your vision, choose them over your vision, choose their vision over yours. With this Hanged Man energy, something's flipping in July. This person, it can't hold this sword in front of them anymore. The Father of Swords energy is very smart, very, very witty, but they use this sword as their protection. And once Spirit takes that sword away, it's almost like they don't have a leg to stand on. Not very witty when you don't have your phone with all your little facts and informations and memes on it. Like, I don't know. Again, this is for someone specific. Group number 3. Like, a very specific family. And then you have the Daughter of Pentacles. There's like someone in the family who I'm hearing is like the black sheep, like kind of does their own thing. But then you have the Son of Swords who's always just trying to do everything. It's, yeah, there's this whole family dynamic here, and the Father of Swords is at the center of it, causing this shift to happen. Very specific, that message. So again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I'm seeing just like you feeling fed up. And even fed up with the way you are acting in this family unit. You're just like, whoever represents you, whether you're the Mother of Swords, you're like, I want to get off this freaking pedestal. Like, I'm not perfect. I don't want to be above everybody else. I want to be with the people I love. I don't want to keep pretending. Damn, yeah, all this stuff's coming out. The Daughter of Pentacles, who kind of like watches all this shit go down and is meek and stays in their own lane, is probably going to come up and spit some freaking fire. Again, I'm seeing these energies kind of shift. The Daughter of Pentacles, the mediator, who usually holds everything together, is coming in and saying, like, good luck. I have my own thing I need to do. The Son of Swords, who has been wanting to act, but has been held back. The Father of Swords, who's been having to use this sword to keep everything in control, who runs the whole thing, but to his own detriment. This person doesn't like their faults being pointed out. Nope. I don't know why that came through, but all these owls, eh? There's so many owls. But again, someone came and singed your feathers, and you were like, whoa, that was not okay. July, Okay, wrapping up that little side note. Group number 3. For July, I feel like you are coming out of that entangled mess. Your vision is becoming a lot clearer, almost creepily clearer, like with the signs and symbols that Spirit's giving you. Maybe even something in this reading jarred you, but it's a very specific symbol, sign. You are asking for it too. You can go to Spirit and be like, hey, blink the lights 3 times. You can do anything and see what happens. Like, they want you to communicate with them. They are dropping signs in your lap, left, right, and center. And they keep on pointing me back to this Mother of Swords card. So I feel like that resonates with a lot of you guys. But you're kind of like sitting there and you see the signs, but you're not acting on it yet. Because this death card, this death transition is in the middle. You are in the midst of coming through it, through that threshold, into an energy that feels good to act in. Whereas, yeah, that Father of Swords energy, the Son of Swords will just act, but the Father of Swords, I feel like doesn't wait. Or I'm hearing, like, acts inappropriately, like it comes out at the wrong time, or he comes with the solution too late, or before you don't ask for help. Like, he just comes in and tries to control the situation. Yeah. Whatever this transition is, you guys, it's clearing up by the end of July. I'm seeing this as a record too, this vision card. The bottom half of this as like a music record. I feel like you've been on this before. You've been on this, you've gone around this freaking circle before with these people. And this is the last time. I'm seeing like a merry-go-round, go around, round, round, and then it finally stops. And you get off and you're like, whoa, dizzy. Like, I'm feeling nauseous right now. I'm getting really hot. I'm not feeling good, but I feel like when you get off and you take a second to like recompose yourself, rebalance everything out, Spirit's helping you with this. You are going to move forward. And with these 2 owls, it's almost like a balancing out of this energy, the Father of Swords and the Mother of Swords. And that's a really powerful energy to be in. And like both of the cards came out upright, so I feel like, yeah, with that Hanged Man energy, it's almost new territory. Okay. I think that's all I'm seeing for group number 3. That was a lot. That just all came out all at once. I feel like that was very specific. So if that didn't resonate with you, try one of the other groups. Yeah, just very specific. But again, this group was about the specific signs and that spiritual journey. Yeah, I feel like you guys have been meditating a lot, or if you haven't been, haven't been meaning to. I feel like you've been slipping into that meditation energy very easily. Having these visions, write down your dreams. Because I'm seeing on this Mother of Swords owl like a third eye open up. So you're definitely opening up to that vision energy. And this is going to become a lot clearer once you break through that threshold in July. And Spirit's helping. Okay, Yeah, that was kind of weird. Sorry, group number 3. That's it. That's all I'm seeing. So I guess that's the message. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good July. Let me know if it resonated. If you want to book a reading, all my information is down below. And we will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.